My beloved dub motherfuckers, what is going on everyone? It is I. It is everyone's favorite jack of all trades with the foul mouth coming to urban. Welcome back to another awesome fucking video, guys. I greatly do appreciate it. And before I dive into this bitch, I want to give a big special shout out to all of you guys, my viewers and my subscribers, for sticking around watching this shit. The reason why I fucking do it's for all you guys, so yeah. Anyway, this is going to be a continuation of my build. This is going to be part 2. Yeah, that's right, guys, fucking part 2 of my build of the Academy 1 700 scale model of the RMS Titanic. It's the centenary, it's the anniversary edition, whatever the fuck means, whatever. And anyway, in part 1, we fucking dealt with cleaning the parts and shit, you know, giving them all a fucking bath and shit, and getting the excess plastic cut off and shit, and then basically kind of talked a little bit about what I'm going to do. Well, today we're going to be looking at painting. I did paint some of the parts, and I did work on some of the parts. The only thing I did not do to anything is these 3 sprues right here. I've not done that with the funnels yet. I've not done that with the brown sprues yet. And those overly shiny, gaudy fucking props. So, anyway, any fucking further ado, first thing I started doing was I took the bottom half of the ship and I glued in these 3 little bulkheads. There are 2 bulkheads that go on the ends, and they are tabulated as part A, and the center one is known as part B. So I added fucking super glue on the runners inside the holes, dropped the one in, dropped the other one in, dropped the one in the center. And now those little fucking pegs that you see actually go inside of these fucking holes. You see the holes there and there. That's where those pegs fit into for this bottom to glue to there. Fucking jumping ahead though. Anyway, on the instructions on step 12 it shows glue parts C24 and C25, which are your propeller shaft, you know, bossings. I went ahead, glued those 2 bastards on. Got those bastards fucking glued on and shit, they're ready. And at the same time, I went ahead and sanded and smoothed these areas on the bottom of the hull, got them cleaned up. And you also notice I drilled out 2 fucking holes. Well, you probably wonder, why the hell did I do that? Well, that's actually right here. It says to drill out the 2 holes, because for the base, which is right here, parts C2 and C3 and C1, well, C2 and C3 have these nubs, and those nubs go in those holes. Think of them like this. Those are the vaginas, and those nubs are the little fucking peckers. They go inside and they poke inside the vaginas. There we go. Fucking think of it like that, guys. Make a sexual reference out of it. So anyway, once I screwed a couple holes in the bottom of the ship, that's pretty much it. The only thing left now is to give this thing a couple coats of red paint, and this will be ready to be installed. Now, as you can probably tell, there's a lot of white parts and shit. There's a lot of fucking white parts. Well, these originally were brown, but yeah, I fucking doused them in white paint. And the reason why I paint them in white paint is because I want to paint everything over and detail everything. So I had to shoot all this shit in white paint to cover the brown plastic, and to be able to add, you know, I want to paint the actual wood deck the color I want it to be, not this god awful brown that doesn't even look like fucking wood to begin with. So Plus, anyway, it does a really nice job, the white paint did, of showing all the detail that's in the plastic, so it really does make the detail stand out fucking more, don't it? So there'll be more detail painting to come, and the reason why I painted the underside of this piece white, because the roof of the Titanic along the promenade deck was white, so you'll be able to see inside the promenade deck area. So that's that. And of course the superstructure piece, I shot the sides of the superstructure. I shot inside the promenade area here. I shot the back end, shot under there, shot around the front. And this is now completely done, painted. One thing left I gotta do is just do some detail painting and a little bit of trimming and stuff on it, and that's done. And then of course the decking, inside decking, and add the, the bulkheads for the public rooms and shit. Speaking about that, I took this whole fucking sprue and shot in about 3-4 coats of white paint. So everything is now fucking painted. And the reason why I did that, because most of the shit on this sprue is white anyway, so if I can shoot it on white paint, I'll go over everything as I go along and paint in other colors I need, because like window frames on stuff are going to be brown, or some stuff's going to be black, some stuff's going to be gray, some stuff light gray, some stuff gold, silver, whatever the fuck, just whatever. So like anchors are going to be black, so I shot it both front and back. So this was probably the most enjoyable thing to paint, because I literally just held it with my hand like so and shot it, just with the fucking white aerosol can of white spray paint. And of course you can see some of the paint still in my fucking hands. It's one thing I always say, that spray paint, it's spray paint from Walmart. That shit does not come off fucking easily, so. And of course we did the black parts. I did that whole sprue in black. And of course it's got a little bit of a sheen to it, and if you can see, I also installed the funnel cap, the braces and their caps, which if you look at the instructions here, it literally is part C17, C13 is for the last funnel, and of course C12, 14, and 15 goes in C18, 19, and 20, like so. Haven't painted the lower halves of the funnels yet, but they will be painted sooner or later. So I painted them, and I took those parts off, and I went ahead and, like I said, fucking installed those little bitches. They're really shiny. I might have to tone them down with some. And of course there's these propellers, they're painted black. These are the ones I'm going to be using, because I'm going to be using bronze and paint stuff and kind of make them look like real propellers. And of course we have the ship's base. Looks pretty nice. There's those little peckers I was talking about, the fucking little penises that are on the base that hold the ship down. And of course right there you can kind of see the placards. It says RMS Titanic. I actually have a really great idea how I'm going to paint that placard so you can be able to see it. So that's that. Of course I glued it from the underside. There's this weird little piece that went there. I think that was to hold like the switches and stuff, because you can see there's a little hole there. I guess you're supposed to cut that out and add a switch there, because a lot of this looks like probably the same tooling and shit they use for the one for the LED lights and shit they sell. So, and then finally the hull, which is the top hull. I shot this son of a bitch and a couple coats of this black. It fucking turned out nice looking, guys. Looks pretty nice. See? So There we go. Looks pretty good. Going down along the hull. Looks like a shiny new ship. And there's the stern. Of course, you could probably build a waterline model if you fucking choose to, but I'm like Boxman. I believe that if you're gonna build a model, build a fucking full hull model. Because if you only build part of a ship, then it's not the whole ship. I'll fucking die on that hill. So, that's basically everything I've been doing. Like I said, I got the two halves of the hull ready. I gotta get this painted and get it ready, because once I do, the upper half and the lower half are gonna fucking mate together like a sandwich, and that'll be done. And then of course add on the superstructure components and stuff, and then drop in other pieces of the ship when we get around to that fucking crap, because it's gonna be a little bit before we get to this point. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing pretty much. I'm hoping for part 3 we'll have, like I said, the hull. Hopefully have the hull done and get the stripe, because I still got to paint the sheer stripe on the top of the hull there. Get that done. Paint the inside the anchor hawsers. The inside of the hawsers are red, so I got to paint those. Paint the sheer stripe on. Get that fucking shit done. Get the bottom here painted red. Get that done. Get that mated to that. Maybe get the name decals on the ship, like Titanic, Titanic Liverpool. Get that on there. And then maybe get the nameplate for the base painted on, get that done. So the base is fucking done out of the way. And once we get to doing that, we'll start detailing all this other stuff. Get this shit painted up, other than these. Get this shit all painted up, get this detailed, and just start kind of bouncing and fucking working from there. So, well, there you have it, guys. That's part 2 of my build of the Academy 1 700 scale RMS Titanic Centenary Anniversary Kit. And if you have any questions or comments about any of the fucking shit I do, leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back with you. And if you're new to the channel like the shit I fucking do, I am the jack of all trades with the foul mouth. I do a little bit of everything. That's kind of the fucking point. You know, hit that fucking subscribe button, hit the damn notification bell, never miss a video from yours truly ever again. And until next time, this is Commodore Urban saying have smooth seas and clear skies. Happy sailing with you. God bless you all. Take care. Stay safe. Jesus and good Lord love y'all very much. And until whenever, I'll catch you on warm trade wind where hell anyone knows. Let's go, Brandon. Fuck Joe Biden. And fuck Kamala Harris, too, and her running mate, Tim Walz. They're both fucking douchebags. And, Trump 2024, baby. Yeah.